I'm going to go over number 2. We skipped over number 2. Feel free at any time if you need to work on your friction lab or whatever, you can just sort of... You don't need to turn that in, just hang on to that. That's for you. That test's for you. 2, let's see. A 3.4 kilogram object hangs on a string. What is the tension in the string if the velocity is 0? Well, it's not accelerating if it's 0, right? And what about if it's moving at a constant speed of 1.2? Is it accelerating?
No.
No, it can move up, down, left, sideways, diagonally up and to the left. If its velocity is constant, it's not accelerating, and the tension in this string is going to be simply the weight, right, of this thing. And the weight is always m times g, so it's going to be 3.4 times 9.8. Right, so the answer to A is that it is and always will be, unless it accelerates, just the weight, which is 3.4 times 9.8. So that's 33.32. Yeah? And then it says, what is the tension in the string if the mass is accelerating down, or accelerating at 1.8 meters per second squared down? Well, we're just going to use F equals ma, right? And so for this mass, there's an upward force and a downward force, yeah? Okay. This one is unknown. This one is 33.32, right? So we set up our equation, force minus 33.32. Those are all the forces vertically, right? Okay. Equals... And what's our mass? 3.4. So it's going to equal 3.4 times. And then what do we put in for the acceleration? Negative 1.8. There we go. Now, if he'd said 1.8, I would have said negative. You know? See? Because why is it negative? Why is it 1.8? It's in the problem. Right? Why is it negative? Because it's down. So just on your cheat sheet, write, make a note because it's going down, accelerating down, right? If it were accelerating up, and I can't remember, I think I might ask both on the test. If it were accelerating up, it'd be positive, accelerating down, negative. Okay? Yeah, nice graphic there. Okay? And now we can solve for the force. It's going to be this guy added onto this guy, which is like a takeaway sort of thing, right? So it's going to be that minus 3.4 times 1.8. I get 27.2 newtons. Always show your work too, especially if you're not very good at math. Show what you mean to do, and then if the math doesn't come out for you, I can at least give you like half the credit. Hi.
Steal Emily Austin from you.
Emily Austin, your ship has arrived. She needs to borrow you. Steal you.
But I'm not going to be returning her. So
You're not going to return her?
I'm not.
Oh, she needs to take her stuff. Is she in trouble?
Not trouble.
Not trouble. Okay, good.
But she does need to bring her stuff.
Bring your stuff.
She'll want to make sure she has homework because she'll be really bored when I tell her.
Okay. Yeah. Should she have legal representation?
At this point, it's too late.
Too late for legal representation. I don't think it's ever too late. Okay. And then part C. Part C says if there is a tension of 38 newtons on the string, what's its acceleration? Okay. So what do we do with a tension of 38 newtons? What does that do? Nobody's paying attention. Only the camera is paying attention to me. So what do we do with the 38 newtons? What is that? Is that an upward force acting on the object? Yeah, that's what strings do. They pull. They're attached to the tops of objects when they're hanging from strings, right? And so the 38 newtons is actually going to be our upward force, right? Is that the only force acting on it? No. What's the other force?
The other one's negative 33.
Yeah, there you go, right? The 33 0.32 is slightly less than that, and it's acting down. This guy's going to be positive, this guy's going to be negative, and then we can set up our little right, so 38 minus this equals 3.4 times our acceleration. Okay. So 38 minus, I get 4.68, now I'm going to divide by 3.4. And I get A is okay. Now, before we turn off the camera, we should answer two questions. Which way is it accelerating and how do we know? Is it accelerating up or accelerating down? Upward, and how do we know? There's a greater force going up. And then, what's the other way that we know? It's a positive answer. If it were accelerating down, it would come out with your calculator negative if you did your math correctly. Okay? If you do your math incorrectly, remember your math teacher will experience a sharp and unexplainable pain, an abdominal pain. They're just like, do you ever get those? Like a sharp pain that just is there and then it goes away. You know what that is? That's somebody sticking a needle into a doll image of you. I'm just kidding. I don't know what it is.